On Friday night, my main mission was to see Laney host Washington County in a key game for Region 3 standings. But in the meantime, I was able to get a very good look at Laney's girls, which is always an entertaining time. And I was even able to see a special game before all of that took place. But let's start with Laney and Washington County. First, some observations. I've seen Washington County a few times this year, but I've never been down on the floor while they were playing, and WACO was warming up right in front of me, and they are very big. Ty Lewis, AJ Gray, and then they have another couple guys down in the post that are really tall. So that's a big team, and that was one of the reasons why the Golden Hawks were able to stay with Laney on their home court on senior night. Another reason is because they're just good, and they have been all season. So to the action, I mentioned senior night. Laney honored their seniors, started all seniors, and seniors Ja'Shawn Brooks, Jalen Taylor, and Javon Walker led the way early, making shots, keeping the Wildcats in the game. But that was tough because Washington County came out on fire with a couple three-pointers, one by Antonio Jackson, one by AJ Gray. They played tough inside, and before you know it, it was a 21-18 Washington County lead. But from that point in the second quarter until halftime, Laney went on a big run. You saw Ja'Shawn Brooks make a deep three. Made shots were hard to come by for Laney during this game, but Ja'Shawn got this one to go to tie the game. And then next thing you know, a little bit of a dunk fest broke out. Christian Keeling did a very impressive thing by picking clean two ball handlers and dunking with two hands off the stride in a matter of two times in a matter of a couple minutes. You don't see that every day from a 6-footer or 6'2" kid or whatever Christian is in a high school game. And so next thing you know, before you could blink, it was 33-25 going into the half. But giving Washington County credit, the Golden Hawks started the third quarter with another three by Antonio Jackson, and they chipped away, and in the end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter, it was a three-point game. The teams were trading baskets. Laney started to have a little bit of trouble with WACO's pressure, something that WACO had trouble with Laney's pressure in the first half, and it looked like we would definitely have a ball game. But right on cue, versus the first half, Zep Jasper made a three, which was again hard to come by for the Wildcats last night, and then another little dunk fest broke out, and Jalen Taylor had a really impressive catch over the shoulder and finish without dribbling. The Augusta Chronicle Instagram account really captured this thing great and had a fabulous picture in there. So go check that out if you haven't seen it already. And you know, the next thing you know, Laney had a 8 to 10 point lead, and when you get to that point in a Laney game, at least every time this year, it has been over because you know, you have a good, smart, guard-oriented team, and on top of that, you have Zep Jasper, who is the best there is that I've seen at playing keep away, handling the ball, making guys foul him, and getting to the line and knocking down free throws. So Laney finishes the season undefeated at home. Laney visits Josie today. I don't even have to tell you to get there early because that's just common sense. So I'll be there, and I can't wait for that. Okay, now let's talk about Laney's girls. I have not featured girls on the blog yet. But I've seen enough of Laney's girls that I feel like I can speak intelligently, if I can speak at all, about the girls. And Aaliyah Collier is one of my favorites, and she was great Friday as well, but she got in foul trouble and she had to sit, and I noticed her sitting over there, and she looked so sad on the bench. I didn't get a shot of it. I should have. but she did not want to be on that bench on senior night. But her teammates stepped up and covered for her while she was out. Jessica Williams made 2 straight threes, and the Wildcats were on their way. This is a very skilled team. This is a team that plays extremely hard. Must be something in the water over there on the boulevard, and a team that is very unselfish. And I don't have to probably say anything about Coach Otis Smart, because he is a coaching legend in our area. So after going up 33-18 at the half without Aaliyah, the Wildcats started the 3rd quarter without her as well. Continued to play well. She checks in the game, makes a big 3, makes a hard move to the basket, and we're off to the races. After the 3 that Collier made, Laney led 45-30, and they went on to win by 8 to 10 points. I can't remember the final score. Now a little bit of a special feature. I mentioned not featuring girls on the blog yet. Well, here is my first look at a middle school game. I've known about Ben Freed. I coached him a little bit in the fall basketball league with Alleluia. He played with the varsity boys, and so I knew he could play. But as I put on my, I think, Facebook feed yesterday, I had no idea that when I went to watch Ben play a middle school game, that he would break out into a Stephen Curry impersonation. This kid was amazing. There are a couple ways to score 30 points in a 24-minute middle school basketball game. One is to overpower the opponent with athleticism or size or some kind of advantage like that and make 15 layups or whatever the case may be. Another way is to do it this way, and this is the way that I like, and this is the way that entertains me most. This young man was on fire. He can also handle the ball, score off the dribble, and pass. And it was well worth my time to go see this 8th grader from Alleluia, Ben Freed, and hopefully I'll get in the gym more often with groups of players who aren't always varsity boys. So I will, well, obviously I'm about to say I'll see you in the gym, but first I want to say what gym that is. That is Josie's gym tonight, Saturday. Laney at Josie to end the regular season. What better way to do it? I will see you in the gym.